Another quick update. Cockpit is just about done. Just painted them all and picked the details out. As you can see, that's the front bit there. Really don't know how much you're going to see once I put it all together, but there we go. And the pilots, and yeah, bottom half all done, glued to the base, scatter material. So yeah, as I say, real quick update. Next thing, put all these bits together and I can start on the head. Alright, mine's made up. That's the cockpit put together in the body, and I was thinking about on the underside of the hatch to put a little red LED with maybe a little watch battery, but there's just not enough room. I could take everything apart and run cables down the legs and everything, but nah, I'm not going to do that. And also to put that, that is an incredibly snug fit to get that to go on there, and a very, very snug tight fit, and to actually prise that back open again to get that off, to turn the light on, I'm going to destroy that handrail that's there. So I'm not going to put any lighting in it. Just going to have to be sufficient to put a torch through the eye holes, and maybe I'll leave the hatch open, right, so you can see a little bit down in there. But yeah, LED thing, no, it's not happening. Here we are, all assembled, like so. Okay. I like using blue tack for masking things up. It's cheaper than masking tape, and you can just bung it in places and take it back out afterwards and reuse it. So there we go. This is roughly going to be the pose that he's going to be in when done, looking off to one side like that. Okay, I can change it because it's fully posable. So yeah, next step, primer. Okay, well, I've skipped the priming bit and gone to the base coating bit and dirtying down bit. So here we are, this is how she is today. Yeah, after I primed it in grey, I needed to base coat it, and basically this base coat I come up with is a combination of Vallejo and Humbrol greys that I mixed together with some Vallejo ivory, and I just kept mixing and mixing until I got a shade of grey that had a bit of a blue tint to it, and that I was happy with. So that's that. And then the washing down, what I've done is I've put down a very, very watery wash of Known oil from Games Workshop, which is a lovely staining medium, but yeah, on greys it does really stain. So what I had to do was water it down to begin with, and then on the flat areas dab most of it off, otherwise I was just going to have black blotches everywhere. So that's where we are right now. Just got to do a bit of dry brushing of the greys, pick out the base and start painting the base, and put a bit of weathering on it. Okay. Okay, there we are, all done. I didn't in the end go for any more weathering than what I had already put on. I could have done streaks, I could have put rusty bits and stuff like that, but no, I decided not to. I'm a bit bored with doing that, so I wanted to keep him quite stark, right? And, you know, as a contrast to what's going on in the base. The base, very simple, it's just the scatter material that I put on sand and small pebbles. Some twigs that I got out of the garden yesterday. I had one leftover little plastic plant, and then these little these grassy tufts that you get, really good. I got them off of Amazon. They're just like individual little tufts that are self-adhesive, so you just stick them down, and if you bunch them together, you know, you can get more of a build up and busier look. So that's the base. Might be a bit of Endor, might be that planet from the Mandalorian, might be. And of course, yeah, I mean, if it was the Mandalorian one, then the can you see the top? Let me do that. There we go. That would have been lit. But I'm glad I didn't attempt to light it, because getting an LED in there would have been tricky. Getting the wiring in there would have been very tricky. I mean, my original plan was to have it a small like watch battery hidden somewhere in the cockpit, but there's no way that you could do that and still see it. The other thing to do would be to run wires down the neck, down the leg, down the leg, down, and then have it somewhere in the base. And like I say, I mean, I've done it before. It's a lot of faffing to light a model, and when I've done it, I never switch it on, so I don't really see the point. The hatch I shut. I was going to have it kept up, but number one, over time, you're going to get tons of dust go down in there. Number two, I've got the pilots in there. Doesn't seem practical or sensible to be going along with the hatch open, all right? That's just pressed in, so I could change over to the open one at any time. I could paint up the Chewbacca and put it in, but we'll see. So there we are, all finished. Very, very happy with how he's come out. Bandai kits, get a big one of them from me.